Chris, just changing a filter.
Neighbours is coming to a new home on 5 tomorrow, but tonight we're previewing the stories you can look forward to and revealing the secrets behind the scenes at the Neighbours studios, starting with Ramsay Street's best-loved resident, Jackie Woodburn, aka Susan Kennedy.
Okay, good, yeah?
There actually is no typical day on the show. You might have a day where you spend a very long time doing the crossword and staring into space. Then there'll be days that you arrive here at 6:15 in the morning, you hit the ground running, and you don't stop until 7:45. And I actually enjoy those days. Right, next stop, wardrobe.
Look, I suppose to everybody else it's a glamorous job, and it's not.
Okay, that's the frock sorted out. Susan's in a little bit of pastel today, which is very nice. We've got a fantastic wardrobe department.
I actually, in fact, had a discussion with somebody, a total stranger yesterday in the supermarket, because he said, what do you do apart from Neighbours? Well, you cannot do anything apart from Neighbours.
We make 5 episodes a week, in essence, which is extremely fast. I never realised that it was going to be that quick when I started.
That's the equivalent of 1 movie per week, every week.
Now we go to makeup, which should be called Miracle. Quick check-up before I go on camera, probably take about 2 hours. See you then.
Sometimes you swear that the storyline department absolutely hates you and you've done something wrong to them or something, and they give you a few weeks of those 13-hour days.
Right, here we go. First thing of the day. Wish me luck. Ready? Come on.
So that's 2.5 hours of finished product from a 5-day week, 10 to 13 hours a day, with an average of 10,000 words per week to learn. Blimey.
It can get a little bit mentally tough when you shoot 10 hours and then you've got to learn 10 hours worth of script for the next day, and at the end of those weeks your brain's pretty mush. So, nothing a beer can't fix at the end on a Friday night. Yeah.
I'll swap.
Here you go.
Thanks. Have you got your lines down for this one, mate?
Oh, man, I've tried so hard to learn all these lines.
It always makes me laugh when you get sort of young actors and they say, oh, it's grueling and all, you've got to be there at 5 o'clock in the morning and you can do 12-hour days, 13-hour days, you've got to learn your script. And I think, yeah, right, you get your script, you know what to do. I love working on Neighbours. It's the cushiest job in the world.
Yeah, for any actor to work on a show like Neighbours, to have full-time work for 13 years, to work on a show with great credibility and popularity, that is, heaven sent.
Okay, we're rolling. Quiet now, thanks. And action.
So what are you going to do about Zeke?
No, I don't know.
You should be used to wrangling teenagers by now.
Why? Because I've taught a few 100,000 of them.
Yeah, and reared a few of them.
You'd think I'd have all the answers, wouldn't you? I've been playing Susan for 13 years now, just 13 and a half. She's a mum.
Well, what do you reckon, Lib? Do you think you'll cope?
Who are you asking? Me or you?
I think Susan's popular as a mum because she's so flawed. The kids are first and foremost to her.
Don't stop talking on my account.
But she does get it horribly wrong. She's a bit overprotective and a bit smothering at times, but she absolutely means well.
Susan's not just a mum, she also doubles up as on-set health and safety monitor.
Sully, has this got brakes on it, this couch? Has it? Can we whack them on? I'm going to skid off the set, I think. It's just sliding around a bit. Beautiful. Thank you.
You want it closer?
No, that's fine.
What you're seeing being filmed will actually be on your screens in July. It'll be on Aussie TV in May, and while this was being shot, we were watching June, and the Australians were watching August, which was written last February. So, Australia's shooting 5 months ahead of TV, 7 months ahead of what you see in Britain, which is 2 months behind us. 5 plus 7 minus 2 equals 10. Do you see? All neighbours are actually living in a hole in a space-time continuum.
Say I film something today, it'll be 6 to 7 months before you see it here, and it's 4 months before the Australian audience see it.
That is a bit bizarre. It's weird actually coming over here and watching it on screen and going, I completely forgot about that scene. Forgot I even shot that.
I can remember when it was 18 months. So you're slowly catching up, and in time I'm sure you'll be waiting for us to make it.
That is a bit weird, that you guys are so far behind.
Well, making mistakes is how you learn. At least that's what I tell my students.
It's true. And maturity comes when you stop repeating them.
Yeah, when does that happen?
Oh!
Go happy with that. Moving on, thanks.
Come on, let's go. Let's sort it out.
Where's
See you later, mate. You're off.
Now what?
What's next for the Kennedys is the return of their much-loved daughter, Libby. Played by Kim Valentine, Libby returns to Ramsay Street after a 3-year absence.
With all the changes that were happening to Neighbours, the primary thing for me was the return of Libby, the Kim Valentine character. I think she was always perfect Neighbours. And the fact that she's come back now as this sort of stunningly attractive, slightly older woman, you know, in her early 30s, late 20s, early 30s, it adds so much to the program.
So, Jackie, what's it like having Kim back on set?
Well, as you can see, it's a complete nightmare having Kim back in the show.
It's kind of like going back to your high school. Growing up here as a child, now coming back again as a mum and a grown woman is very different. It's actually really different.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely loving it. I keep waiting to get in trouble.
This time.
But it's not Libby who's in trouble, it's her mum. Susan Kennedy's done something very bad. Susan ran over her friend Miranda's daughter, Bridget. And now, Miranda's sincerely hoping to see her all in court, charged with conduct endangering life and failure to stop at the scene of an accident.
Basically, where Channel 5 is going to kick off is with Susan's court case, and it's quite large. She has knocked over one of the cast members and basically, you know, put her in a wheelchair for a little bit. Susan could be up for some jail time and all this kind of stuff. She did do a runner. Did she knowingly do a runner? And is she actually, you know, healthy? You know, is there something going on with her health? Which, you know, there is. Shh.
Do you want this on the table as well?
Susan! Put it down! Put it down! It's hot! Put it down! Oh, quick.
Oh, I didn't realise. I couldn't feel it. Whenever there's kind of Kennedy family drama, it's always really emotional for us because we've got such a long history together and such a strong connection. So I'm back to kind of help out with all of that big storyline at the moment. So a bit of crying, which Libby does. Libby cries. It's what they make me do. They see you can cry. They go, you're a good crier. Let's make you cry all the time. I'm scared then.
Cool. And action.
With a regular cast of 32, one of Neighbours' greatest strengths is its young and old cast combo, with some of Australia's oldest and wisest thesps grooming the brightest and youngest talents for future stardom.
This is going to be nice and cosy, isn't it?
Final checks, please.
I can remember when I first started on the show, a lot of my scenes were with Tom Oliver, who plays Lou. He was always very quick to pull you up on bad habits you were developing and just give you a bit of advice and stuff like that.
My professional being is right there on the set with the actor I'm working with and looking them straight in the eye, and hopefully they're looking straight back at you, because if you don't, they look at your ear, and that's very off-putting.
Just how far are we getting with the whole undressing thing? I'm telling her to wait up. My character is Ringo Brown. He's currently 17 years old, turning 18 soon, which is nice. Hopefully we'll be able to get into the bar. He's not the smartest kid, so he does get himself into trouble where he does get in trouble with the ladies a bit. So, I'm sorry, and then she runs.
That way?
Yeah. And then wait up.
You have to put in a lot of